Gavin Gear here from UltimateReloader.com with a question. What reloads shot shell ammunition, has 6 stations, can reload 400 to 600 shot shells per hour, and is electrically actuated? It is the MEC 9000E with Automate, and that's the subject of this video. I'm going to unbox the press assembly, the Automate electric actuator assembly. We're going to put it together, and in the next video we're going to load 12 gauge ammunition. So it's going to be fun. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to start with the Automate assembly since it's right here in front of me. I cannot wait to get this thing put together and to try it out. You know, it's something different because I've been wanting to take a look at self-actuated presses. There's hydraulic presses, there's stepper motor controlled presses. This is an electrically actuated press, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be something new, and I think it's going to be kind of a really neat way to load ammunition. Okay, so this is a heavy unit. I'll do my best here. Get it out. There she is. Wow, that that is substantial. Put the box out of the way here. Okay, so there's kind of a heavy wrapping here. Just cut through that. I like to use a carpet knife. These are crazy sharp. You have to be really careful with them, but they have 4 cutting surfaces per blade. It's Gavin Gear approved. Okay. Look at that. Okay. So there is the Automate assembly. This is the spent primer catcher, I believe. Yeah, looks like it is. It actually fits under the Automate assembly down here. We've got the power cord, linkage, and the instruction sheet and booklet. Very good. So I'm going to take this Automate assembly and set it aside temporarily. Hopefully we have enough room here. Now it's time to unbox the 9000E press itself. All right. So we've got the instruction booklet, of course. Okay, some protective cardboard, shot and powder canisters, parts box, and then, of course, we've got the press itself. There she is. Look at that. 6 stations of glory. 6 stations of automated beauty. Okay. It's a little dusty. I'll take care of cleaning that up. Okay, let's take our canisters out. Okay, let's see what else came with the press. We are almost done with this unboxing. Okay. Bracket. Hardware, more parts and hardware, another tray. Okay. This must be the priming tray. Yes, holds 200 primers. I think that's pretty cool. Bushings, looks like powder bushings. 1 shot bushing, 1 1/8 ounce, I believe. Okay, and some instructions for the primer post install. Okay, so that is the unboxing. I'm going to take a moment to clean everything up, to lay everything out, and I'm going to read the instructions, and I'll be back to guide you through the process of setting up the press. We'll run it a little bit, and like I said, in the next video we'll load 12 gauge ammo. So give me a moment, I'll be right back. Okay, well, after a few minutes of obsessive straightening, everything is laid out plain and clear. We've got our printed materials, our powder and shot hoppers, our completed cartridge discharge chute. We've got the press assembly itself, our tray, the primer tray assembly that holds 200 primers, our linkage, We've got powder bushings. We've got miscellaneous hardware that's going to help us put together all these assemblies and sub-assemblies. We've got the automate unit itself, the base to which the press will be attached. I think it's time to put this thing together. So let's start with the press. So we're going to start around the back of the press here by removing this tie that holds the return rod in place for shipping. Next, we're going to install the shell slide, which attaches to the side of the press. We've got 2 bolts and nuts here that have 7/16 inch hex heads on both sides. And we'll just double check our tightness here. We have 2 slots, and that allows us to adjust this later if the need arises. And now it's time to bring the press and the automate assembly together. So we're going to drop this down. Okay. Be careful about the alignment of our linkage. We've got 2 thumb screws. And we just need to make sure we get those started nice and square so we don't cross thread. Give it a little bit of a shake to make sure that we're perfectly aligned. Okay, I'm going to finish snugging those down in just a moment. We've got the clamping bar here in place. Give those a turn down. Use the included Allen key to tighten the Allen set screw. That feels good. And we'll do a final snug on the other 2 thumb screws. And our press is mounted. Moving around to the back of the press, it's now time to attach the pull rod to the actuator assembly. And it's all about just getting this aligned. We've got a nylock nut here, so we don't need to actually tighten it down against the rod end. Using a 1/2 inch wrench here. I can feel that nylon engaging on the threads, so it should be good. Next, we install the truss rod, which goes right here. The bolt and nut feeds through like so. And I'm going to use 7/16 inch wrench and socket to tighten this down. Okay, now let's install the bottom T-bolt. Down here at the base of the automate, we're just gonna hold the bracket steady, thread in the T-bolt, and then finger tighten. Very good. Okay, so the automate assembly is now complete. We can plug our power cord into the wall, into the unit, turn the unit on. You guys ready? I am. Woohoo! Look at that. And then when we release, back up. Awesome. Can't wait to see this thing in action. Let's finish the press assembly. Okay, time to install our powder bushing. I'm just gonna remove the return spring for the charge bar. Remove the screw that holds it captive so that we can slide it out. Okay, and we're going to remove the disc that comes in place of powder bushing, install the bushing, drop it back in. We've got our screw here. Just a flat-bladed screwdriver is going to get that in. Okay. And then I'm just going to rotate this slightly so that you can see this a little bit better. The return spring, we just want some needle nose pliers, just like I used to take it off, set it in place. Now we're good to go. Next, we install the priming post assembly. We've got the post, the top, the spring, and the pad. What we want to do is hold the post down into the dimple. We're going to very carefully seat the pad over here and then click it into place. And we'll finish the press assembly by installing the primer tray. Okay, and for this we need a 7/64 Allen key. Just go ahead and screw these Allen keys in. and done. And the final touch, which is to install the powder reservoir and the shot reservoir. There we go. Well, that wasn't bad at all. I would budget about 15 to 30 minutes, maybe a little bit longer if you're taking your time, to put the Automate and 9000E press assembly all together, ready to load. This is so cool. Cannot wait to start loading ammunition with this, and that's what we're gonna do in the follow-up video. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. You don't wanna miss any of the action here on ultimatereloader.com. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Until next time, happy shooting and happy reloading.